Live from Greenwich, Connecticut, you're watching the greatest classic car show in the entire Northeast, the Greenwich Concours d'Elegance on BeTerrific.
Hey everyone, Allyson Berger here, and we are still coming to you live from Greenwich, Connecticut at the Greenwich Concours d'Elegance. It's been a mouthful, but we're still here holding the rain, hoping the rain holds out on us because there's still so much more to see, so many exotic cars. So I brought to you Beamer Bruce. How are you doing today?
Great, thank you.
Congratulations and welcome to your first time at the Concours d'Elegance. How did it feel?
Love it. Great event, and we've enjoyed our visit.
Did you have any expectations of what today was going to be like?
Not really. We've been here before as a transporter bringing cars to the auction at show, but this is the first time we brought our car to show.
How exciting.
Yeah.
What was it like to get that acceptance? Because you have to be invited.
You have to be invited. You can't apply, but you have to be invited, and they decided they'd like to see it, so we brought it up.
And we are excited to see it. Everyone at home is excited to see it. So what are they going to see?
It is a Verona Red 1972 BMW 2002 TII that I bought new on May the 19th of 1972. It is unrestored. It has not been repainted. It's had, the normal wear items, tires, brakes, fluids, battery. Other than that, it's all original.
That's pretty exciting. That's a big deal.
It's done very well as being an all original car.
Now, what does TII stand for? What does that mean?
BMW in 72 came out with an injected 2-liter, and the TII means Touring International Injected.
Makes sense for it to be at the International Day at the d'Elegance, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So tell me what makes it so extra special. I know you just told me how rare it is and how you haven't had it restored, but what really makes it a showstopper? Well,
the TII was what originally started the American obsession with BMW, and this was the one, or the car, the style, the body style, and the injected model that started. After that came the M3 and other performance cars, but this was the one that really put BMW on the U.S. market.
And what's so appealing to you? What about a BMW? What appeals the most to you?
I just thought it was kind of neat when we bought it, and we bought it after we had another BMW that had been wrecked, and my dad and I decided this is what we wanted, so we ordered it special.
And you got it, just like
yes,
that.
Ma'am. We accepted the car. We bought it from a little dealership called NIDA, and they were in Huntington, West Virginia, and we took German delivery in Frankfurt, drove the car for about 10 days, put it on the boat, shipped it to Baltimore, and have had it ever since.
What a journey.
Yes. Yes.
That must have been a great memory for you. Is there any other memory that you've had so far since you've had the vehicle?
Well, it's been recognized greatly by a lot of different concours events because of its originality and its uniqueness. And that's and meeting the people. Everybody seems to have. My brother had a TII or a 2002, or I had one when I was in college or whatever. Wished I'd never sold it. And I said, well, that's pretty easy because I never did.
So it's running in the family a little bit now.
Yes, ma'am.
So what about the engine? I know you have the hood up, so tell me a little about what's going on.
It is a 2-liter, and it's fuel injected. It runs off a mechanical fuel injected called a Kugelfischer. In this particular car, with its originality, some things like this ball that's in the radiator hose, you can't buy that anymore. A lot of these plastic items you can't buy anymore.
So what would you do if something happened?
I'm not going to let it happen.
Smart answer. I like it.
We've just basically replaced nothing. You can see these little seals where they're cracked. They're good. They've been there. We're going to leave them there.
Don't fix it if it's not broken, right?
Exactly. The only thing that's been replaced in this entire engine bay, the battery, obviously, and this one fabric hose was deteriorated, and we had to replace it. That's it.
Wow.
But there's been no paint stuff done to it. It's never been hit, never damaged.
It's really gorgeous. I'm glad that we decided to match. And tell me about the interior.
Interior, again, is all original. The dash has never cracked. The key that's laying up there is in the original fob that we got in 1972, and that's not a replacement key. That's the original key. We were able to
That has to be so cool.
Yeah. Oh, I got more original stuff with it. But basically, we have every document ever generated. None of the rubber's been changed. None of the seats have been changed. None of the carpet's been changed. Nothing whatsoever.
And do you drive this on a regular basis?
Absolutely not. I've put about 800 miles on it since 1989.
It's pretty good.
Well, if you have a car that's been restored and it gets wrecked or damaged, you can restore it again. If you have an original car that's been wrecked or damaged, it's only original once.
That's very true. And you have a sunroof.
Yes, ma'am.
That's interesting.
That's a very unique, you'll see a lot of 2002 TIIs, but they will not have the sunroof in it.
I would assume so, because I feel like a sunroof is relatively modern and new, correct?
Yeah, and that's 45 years old. And it even works.
That's even better.
Yes, yes.
How exciting. And I know you have a few things going on in the trunk.
Yep.
Let's take a look.
This is the original bill of sale when we ordered the car. We paid $4,700. That's the original copy of the title. That's the original window sticker, the original tools, the original spark plugs that came out of it, all the books. That's one of the brochures from the dealership. We're one of the longer people owning TII, so BMW sent us 2002 when they had their anniversary.
How nice.
When the car was new and we picked it up in Frankfurt, it had a rev limiting rotor in the distributor so that we wouldn't overspeed with it. As a result, when it came out, we kept it.
That's really cool.
And
it's great that you still have all of these things as, you know, souvenirs, as, you know, it's great to go to these car shows and be able to show all this off along with the car.
Yeah, the license plate is from the transport. The front one is still on the car. The rear one, that's for the rear. This is the West Virginia State Police Superintendent's license plate. And my wife and I and the superintendent have had some friends that were lost in the line of duty, so that's my kind of thanks to them.
Oh, that's lovely.
But this is kind of interesting. Shortly after we bought the car, the importer for the U.S. decided, I guess, that us Americans were a little bit too portly. So as a result, they sent us seatbelt extensions. These are the seatbelt extensions with the original assembly, how to put them together and how to use them, in the original box that came to us at home in West Virginia long before UPS. So
those Germans, they think we're eating too much schnitzel over here.
I guess. So as an example, this is an original seal, and you can see where it's all cracked up.
Yeah.
Well, my wife decided that I need to replace that. She got me one for Christmas, and I take it to every show I take the car to, but I'm not going to replace it. And she gets it. She really does. But it was nice of her to do that.
You know, as women, we're giving you more work to do.
Absolutely.
But she knows what's good.
Yes, yes.
Well, this is incredible. It's really iconic and so unique. Thank you so much for sharing
You're
with
more
me,
than
Bruce.
welcome. More than welcome.
Beamer Bruce.
Yep.
You can take that back to West Virginia with you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
All right, everyone, stay tuned because there's still more to come from the Greenwich Concours d'Elegance.
The Greenwich Concours d'Elegance on BeTerrific.